sell bread like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you pop this for me?
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah.
Hey, hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. McLaughlin is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. McLaughlin, it's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, McLaughlin. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A give. This is Kamara. Busts through the tackle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Okay, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No. Check. Patriot.
Off the play fake. McLaughlin. The open man is Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back to throw. McLaughlin. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here we go with Kamara. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. This is Cohen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run. This is Cohen. And a short gain down to about the 33. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, Give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. And incomplete here on third down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick here is good. So we come upon, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On the toss play, Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, McLaughlin. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Down, 185. Low, low, low.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin, he's going to wind up. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
He's going to let this one, trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Going deep downfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin rolling to his right. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. C.J. Mosley able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got him in. Complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Off the bootleg. McLaughlin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And how might this affect them for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could break. Him down. They try again with Cohen. And now running right through it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hill. He's got Smith here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Hill. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out right around the 39. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Hill now to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now, you ready? 7:34. White. 6:37.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Richardson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Howard on the toss right. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They go with Howard again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now let's go!
They run it again with Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Hill. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
I sound him.
Okay, I'm back to school. This is open campus. I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told the model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spend a Christian, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she call me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, was underground, frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef, I'm shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, so, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
Money back. Look at like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, yeah. Money back, money back, yeah. Money back, He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, Money back, woo. Money back, and my with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, yeah. Money back, He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, woo. Money back, and my with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, yeah. Money back,
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
Yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matt Black 2 dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep scope. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Pork CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
Yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't. Win. Start chasing that. Win.
Yeah.
You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just and he was like, boop.
Here.
Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop.
Yeah.
9/11, no mileage, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
Yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't. Win. Start chasing that. Win.
Yeah.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
Don't you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shorty oughta been my me. Ooh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma